there's been lots of talk about, hacking in video games, particularly games that are, obviously massive, that being like Call of Duty Warzone, Call of Duty in general, Valorant, CSGO, a lot of these shooters. There's been tons and tons of cheating allegations and such. And I want to talk about this, guys. It's been something I've kind of wanted to talk about and kind of have like an open-ended conversation, because I know there's people who are on multiple spectrums of this thing when talking about hacking in video games. In terms of, my experience coming across hacking in a massive way really started in Modern Warfare 2. For me, COD Modern Warfare 2, obviously not the 2022 version, but, going back in time, even COD 4, both of those games were really where I started seeing and saw in a massive way people hacking and boosting their accounts in order to get to the 10th prestige, get the 10th prestige medallion. They always would have these modded lobbies and such. And the reason for this was actually, in my mind, the cause of all the hacking was because it was such a grind in order to get to the 10th prestige, in order to get to the 10th prestige medallion and such. That's why so many people were hacking. And I thought that, the hacking side of it wasn't good for Call of Duty, but I do think that the grind was very good for Call of Duty, because it really got you earning those items and things in game. Now, obviously, for those who really earned the 10th prestige medallion and getting to 10th prestige, sometimes they were questioned like, hey, did you just, hack or mod your account in order to get to 10th prestige? And so obviously for people who were really grinding, that's definitely disheartening when you're being asked if you're hacking your account and such. And so what I'm getting at is, I feel for gaming in general, even though it shows that there's a real grind to the game, if you're gonna have tons and tons of people hacking and modding and things of that nature, there is that side of it. But on the flip side, it sets I think just a dangerous precedent, but also a dangerous standard for gaming and such. And I feel like kind of like what happened with the GTA 6 leak that happened, I feel that when that leak happened, it definitely should not have happened. And the fact that there's still hacking and leaks and things of that, leaks are one thing, but hacking is something that I feel with technology nowadays, we should be able to, as a society, be able to, really, secure and have a lot of those confidential materials and such really, closed behind, closed doors, essentially, is what I'm getting at. And the fact that there's still hacking that's happening is mind-blowing to me because of all the technology. Now, I know hackers have that technology, but the companies also have the technology in order to stop those things from happening, unless it's a leak or a hack that happened internally. And so that's something that may have, happened at Rockstar, who knows. But what I'm getting at here with just hacking in general, like in games like Call of Duty, it's, one of those things where everyone's asking now if people are hacking, if they're actually good at the game. And that's that's something that's very dangerous, to say the least. Now, obviously, Warzone being it's a competitive title, and I know they have tournaments for it, and sure, I think that the anti-cheats need to be really refined and put into a place where Infinity Ward and Call of Duty as a whole feels a confidence in, that people are not going to be hacking or modding lobbies and things of that nature. And, it's interesting, guys, to say the least. I definitely believe that we need to get better at security in a major way in the gaming industry. We think of other, industries out there like the filmmaking industry, the music industry. Sure, things get leaked and such every so often, like images from a set on a movie, or, something gets leaked from a specific song or something of that nature. But overall, the security is much better in some of those industries than it is in the gaming industry. And so, that being said, I believe that we just have to get better as a industry overall when it comes to, security, and making sure that, obviously this confidential material, ideas, art that these companies are working on and working with, don't get compromised by hackers. And the same thing can be said for like these tournament organizers and such, not allowing that hacking to happen, or, making sure that there's extra securities in place. I'm not a security expert, but I just believe that obviously I think that hacking has really hurt the industry in a major way, because now everyone thinks that if they're, dying a lot in a game, that it's because they're going up against hackers, when that may not be the case whatsoever. It may be that the other people that they're playing against are just flat out better. And so it really loses a lot of that competitive integrity, because you're always wondering in the back of your head. But that being said, guys, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about this in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? Do you think that, hacking in gaming is going to continue getting worse? Do you think it's something that can be fixed relatively easy? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more gaming content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.